Matt, you're sideways. You hear me? I can't hear you.
Hello, everybody. You hear
Right.
me fine now? All right.
Yep.
Welcome into the Casual Sports Spot. It always seems like we have problems when we try and host it. I don't know.
Like I told you before the show, it always seems like we've got a schedule for classes every time before the show.
Yeah, well, I'm scheduling classes right now.
Yeah.
And actually, before we get into this, I think I know where to go. I should know where to go. You just click registration. You click add drop classes.
Yeah,
right?
we're all good.
You just add. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, we're good. All right. Well, Mike's going to take it here as I type in my CRN numbers, and we're going to take it away here. Mike, just go ahead and take it for a second.
What are we opening
Talk
up?
about anything. Talk to NCAA tournament. Talk to championship tonight. I'll be right here.
Well, you know what? We didn't get to talk about the other two games, and of course, I got both of them wrong.
Go ahead.
So,
yeah,
I picked both of them wrong.
Too.
But no, the first one, I mean, Villanova Kansas was the first game. Yeah, Kansas showed domination. I didn't really expect Villanova to come out and play that way. To come out and, they hung in and they kept it close in the second half, especially more so in the first half. But yeah, I didn't expect the team, like the way I've been saying that they've been playing all year, especially in the tournament. I expect them to come out and play like that against Kansas. Kansas is a strong team, but I was thinking it'd be a little closer than what it was, but it was still a good game. And obviously, we all know about the Duke and Carolina game. That was the highlight of the night.
That was rough.
We were all waiting for that one.
Rough game to watch. I mean,
it was.
Like I really wanted Coach K and Duke because it was his last year, and like you can't lose your last game of your career to your arch rival, and that's what happened. But I like North Carolina too. The only really real reason I wanted Duke is because of that.
Yeah,
but I like North Carolina, and I hope they beat Kansas tonight. And it kind of stinks that the game's at like 9:20. I'll be in bed. I mean, but go ahead.
It starts late, but yeah, I mean, if quick tribute to Coach K. I mean, awesome career. It sucks losing to his last home game to Carolina and his last game in general with Carolina, but no, it was a good game, and I think tonight we got another exciting one, Matt. I mean, Saturday was these were the two best teams on Saturday, and I think we're getting that tonight. This championship. We got two best teams. I think Carolina's coming in hot. I know Alec was talking about them. We were making our picks Friday. He likes the way they're playing, and it's hard to argue with them right now. And they're beating everybody that they're seeing right now. And same way with Kansas. They're to get to this point. They both beat everybody. But Kansas is favored by 4.
Kansas is a tough team. Like they're a decent team. I finished scheduling classes, so we're good now. If you want to go ahead and do yours, go ahead.
I got one more put in, so go ahead.
But it's just this whole scheduling class thing. I mean, we got a whole hour. We can talk wherever we want. But I mean, this is my last semester. So, I mean, this is our last semester. Yours too. Like you got to take summer classes, I know, but you'll be in the fall graduating with me too, and it's just nerve-wracking trying to get all these classes in. But I should be taking some fun classes. I'm gonna be taking a boxing class. That's gonna be sweet. I'm taking a rock and roll to rock class. That's gonna be sweet. So I have to fill a bunch of these classes in just to fill some credit hours because I try to be a full-time student all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's gonna be something. We'll see.
Yeah.
I've had some rough semesters. Hopefully this one will be nice.
I've had more rough than good ones.
Yeah. But sometimes I just look like a broken down greyhound coming out of each semester,
That's how it is.
But that's just how it is. But you all good?
Yep.
You scheduled too?
Yeah, I just did summer.
All right.
I gotta wait for the fall.
Yeah. But that's all it is. I used to get so nervous scheduling classes. So
all you have to do is punch
I'd
in
have
numbers.
to go. I know. I would like go to our advisor's office, and she would do it. Like or back then it was Frank Nolasco, who's pretty cool advisor.
Those first several times I scheduled freshman year, I was so nervous. I was like, oh,
I didn't know how to do it. I thought I was gonna screw it up.
After the first couple times, I was like, this is easy. You just got to put in numbers.
The one time I didn't pay my tuition bill, and there was a hold on my account.
I do remember that.
And I had to race everywhere. I had to race to go see my grandma to get money and race back. And I think I had over 30,000 steps.
I remember that. That was a mess.
It was a mess. That was our freshman year. I still managed to go to class that day. And you're like, what happened? I'm like, oh my God. It was horrible. It was horrible. All right, let's go ahead and look at these. Here's a fact for you. As we're talking about the NCAA tournament, but the championship game, the lowest seed to win the championship is an 8 seed. There has been no lower seed than that, and there's only been one. It was 1985, and it was Villanova who won it. So, that's the last time it happened too. No 8 seed has won it since that. There's been North Carolina, they've only won they only won championships as one of the top 4 overall teams. Like they were either a 1, or 1 or 2 or 3 seed, or even a 4 seed when they won. So this is the first time that they're a lower seed, and they could possibly win the whole thing. Nobody was expecting this. They have some. Armando Bacot is probably one of the best rim protectors in college basketball, and Duke really was struggling with him. But he gets in a little bit of foul trouble here and there, which hopefully he can fix that up. But that would be a steal for anybody to get him. He'll be a second-round guy, too. What if the Cavs pick him up? I'd be hyped. Bacot's a pretty good player. So
tell you what, though, the way Moses Brown's been playing, I think we got somebody. The way Moses Brown's been playing, I think
Moses Brown is sweet, and we'll talk about that later. But, they got hosed in that game last night, the Cavs. But
Matt, I think you're right, though. With Bacot, actually just Carolina in general, because they started out the season pretty bad, and we were all pretty down on them. Like, hey, they're just having a bad year, but they picked things up, and the way they closed out, the end of the season, and they beat Duke, and then they, the ACC tournament and everything. And then Alec was talking about the run they made on this tournament, so they found something, and they're going through Bacot, they're putting through the big athletic people, and they're getting shooting outside like from a
Bacot and Brady
Manic,
Bacon?
yeah,
Manic is sweet.
And love making that shot.
Manic magic.
Close it out.
The Manic, work that Manic magic. Yeah, I like that.
I like him. He's a shooter.
Oh yeah, he looks like a modern day Larry Bird, so I like him. But get this: the lowest seed to reach the Final Four is an 11 seed, and that has happened 5 times. LSU 1986, that George Mason team in 2006. VCU in 2011, Loyola in 2018, and then UCLA just last year. But there have been only 2 other number 8 seeds to reach the national championship. It was number 8 Butler in 2011, and they lost to Connecticut, and then it was number 8 Kentucky who lost to number 7 Connecticut. So that's funny there. They both lost to Connecticut, But that'd be sweet to see North Carolina get another one. I like North Carolina. I kind of want to move there someday. It's a beautiful state. So it's not just that. I've always liked North Carolina teams, always. So it'd be something for them to get another one.
We kept talking about coming in on the Final Four. There's a bunch of blue bloods coming in. Kansas hasn't won one since 2008. So it'd be kind of cool to see them win another one. It's been a while.
It'd be sweet to see them as well.
I think Carolina's won one, I think, in 17 or something.
They lost in 2016.
I think they won the next year then. So
I got it right here.
Because I think they came back after
They
Villanova beat them.
The last time was 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've won them recently. Kansas has been a while for them.
Yeah, it has. Kansas, man, the last time Kansas won had to be with what? Mario Chalmers? When Mario Chalmers hit the buzzer beater against Derrick Rose in Memphis? That's what it had to be.
Well, yeah, they won in 2008, so.
Yeah, that's the last time, I bet.
Hold on.
Okay. But sweet. But
Chalmers won that team. Yep.
Yeah.
Jackson, I remember him.
Mario Chalmers.
Brandon Rush, I remember him too. Yep.
Mario Chalmers went and won some championships with the Heat. I actually liked him with the Heat. I didn't like when LeBron was there, but with Chalmers, I like Chalmers and D Wade. So, but that's pretty cool though. That's the last time. I mean, it's not like they always have a solid team, and they've made some runs, but they haven't won a championship in a long time. So it'd be nice, to see them get it. But where is it? Get my other tabs up here. There we go. But I'm gonna we're gonna jump back here. We're gonna jump back to high school so I can do my little high school preview.
Yeah,
but if weather permitting, it was sprinkling just a little bit ago, but the weather is not gonna be perfect. Obviously, it's been like sprinkling all day. It's been kind of cold, but I'm supposed to be calling my first high school game tonight for baseball, softball. It's gonna be Badger softball taking on Bloomfield. Badger already lost one. They lost to Girard, 13-2. So hopefully they can bounce back from that one. I believe they played Fairport Harbor as well. So Max Preps does not have that score up here, but I'm sure I'll find out more stuff when I go and call the game. But hopefully we can get it in. I'm supposed to have a game tomorrow as well, so hopefully we can get some games in and have some fun. But it should be a pretty good game. I always like calling Badger. I got to call their baseball team this week as well. Got to call Brookfield too. I'll talk more about Brookfield as well. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to touch base on that real quick. But I want to touch base on this as well. How about UConn getting just completely trampled by South Carolina last night in the
national title,
NCAA women's title? I mean, man, like nobody was expecting that. UConn, they've never lost a national championship. What, they've won 11? They've won 11, right?
Yeah, something like that.
They won a bunch, and to get beat in the way they did was just kind of embarrassing. I mean, 64-49. I mean, I know it's a little closer, but they only scored 8 points in the first quarter.
Yeah,
South Carolina scored 22. Like, are you man?
And especially Matt, that they beat the defending champ from last year to get to this national championship.
Yeah, they beat Stanford.
UConn
beat Stanford, and last year Stanford beat South Carolina last year to win it.
Yeah.
So South Carolina was there last year, but they lost. But to come back all the way back this year and win it was pretty amazing. What's her name? Aaliyah Boston. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. I mean, she only got about 11 points, but 2 blocks. I mean,
she had a good tournament.
She had a pretty good tournament, and Henderson had 26 points. The heck of a team. Watching women's sports sometimes is better than watching men's sports, honestly, because I think in some areas they put more effort into it. But I just want to touch base on that one. Hats off to the South Carolina Gamecocks. I think women's sports is the only area where they could probably win. Men's, football is not really all that. I don't know too much of their baseball, but
sometimes
their basketball team is not too good either. But that's good that they finally get a championship, somewhere in with one of their programs. But UConn has enough. They've won too much. So,
yeah, in a row too. It's been disgusting.
Yeah, in a row. Yeah. So hats off to the South Carolina Gamecocks on winning the national championship. But let's go ahead and make picks for this men's championship tonight. Alec already wrote down that he's picking North Carolina. Mike, who do you got?
It's tough.
I want to go North Carolina. I like North Carolina, but I mean, Kansas is a heck of a team.
You know what? It's tough. Kansas is only favored by 4, and they're 1 seed playing an 8 seed. So that just tells you how they favored the way North Carolina's been playing coming in. So Matt, this might be a stupid reason, and you know how sometimes with teams, I like logos, and I like Kansas' Jayhawk logo, so I'm gonna go with that.
You like that logo?
I love it.
Man.
I'm gonna go with the Jayhawks.
It's a Jayhawk. I don't know.
It's a sweet logo.
What about the Tar Heels? I mean, they're like a goat.
Yeah, but their main logo is the NC.
Oh well.
I like Kansas too. I'm gonna roll with Abaji. He's the best player in the country.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna go North Carolina too. I'm gonna ride with them. I mean, Manic is absolutely unbelievable. Baycott's great. Love is good as well. And what's his name? JC Davis. I don't know his last name's Davis, but he can, if he goes off shooting, he can go. You don't want to have him go on a streak. So
RJ Davis.
He's a heck of a player, but they're gonna try and get them into foul trouble. Baycott has fouled out. Manic has fouled out. He's been ejected too. So if they get those guys into foul trouble, it's gonna be over quickly. So they gotta stand up and play strong basketball. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
you gotta stand your ground against these guys. Don't let Obaji come in there and just tear everything up. You gotta stand your own ground. Take him down.
I was looking at something. Oh, I think another X factor for Kansas too is Remy Martin. You know, they're one of their guards. He's one of their scorers, and he's got to be there with Abaji because Abaji can't be the only guy. And we know that Kansas isn't like that, but they're going to get production from everywhere. And I think Remy Martin's the guy that showed up in this tournament. Going back to the Elite Eight when they blew out St. Pete, or no, they didn't play St. Peter's. No, Carolina did. No, they blew out who did they blow out? Miami. That was right.
I'm gonna break in here real quick. The softball game officially got canceled. So
there you go.
Yep.
I remember when I was in high school. All this time of year, games were getting canceled all the time.
Yeah, it's these first couple of weeks. We're gonna have a bunch. Rain is gonna be heavy this week.
It's spring.
It's spring. It's gonna rain. What is it? April showers bring May flowers. That's the saying.
It's gonna rain.
Nobody just says that for any reason. It's true. It's gonna rain hard until May. So that's what it is. But
well, there you have it. You can watch the national championship tonight.
Yeah, I bet 9:20. I mean,
it's too late anyways.
It's the same thing with college football. It's a Monday night championship game, and it's on like 9:00. I'm like, are you serious? Why?
First half, you're tired.
They play Saturday. That most of the bulk of their games in football too are Saturday games. Like, why are you doing? If you're gonna make it a Monday game, don't make it that late. I mean, it's in New Orleans. I mean, it's not that far of a time change. It's right there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I agree.
They're not going to change it. I mean, they're not going to come on here and be like, "Oh, these two guys that run a little show on YouTube want to change the rules, so let's do it."
And they're making enough money too. They don't care about us.
Yeah, they don't care about us. I wish they did though. I mean, it'd be good for them.
They're making enough money.
Yeah, but it should be a pretty good game tonight. I'm gonna try and stay up and watch it, but I don't know. Who knows? Anything can happen. I'd like to see that 8 seed North Carolina do something. Keep it going. I mean, you beat Coach K. A lot of people think, I mean, they should already have won that game felt like the championship game. For some reason, I feel like that game is going to be better than this one tonight. But,
that's why I'm kind of concerned for Carolina coming in. I think they have a good mindset. But
yeah, me too.
They just play hard like that in that game.
Hot streak. Villanova was on a hot streak, and they couldn't get within 6.
Yeah.
I mean, every time they made a run, boom.
Kansas made a couple baskets.
That's it. I was sitting there, I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, all right, here they come. Wait, no. Oh, here they come.
They kept trying. They made like 4 or 5 runs, and they Kansas just made a couple to put them away.
Yeah. It happens.
Good team.
Yeah. They might as well take it. They might take it.
It's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it, to watch some of it.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try and stay up for that first half. Anything else I watch after that is a bonus.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead. We're burning through this show. 20 minutes into the show. Let's move out college. Let's talk a little. There's no NBA games on today. You realize that?
Really?
There's no NBA on. It's all tomorrow. But let's talk Cavs versus Magic tomorrow. We just beat the Magic. Hopefully we can get a good game. It should be going for 3 in a row because let's talk about that game last night. Are you serious?
You want me to go first or you go first?
There was 3 fouls that these referees missed in this game. The one where who was it? Embiid? Or no, James Harden literally pushed off on Karis LeVert, bringing the ball up, to start the play or whatever. But he literally pushed him off. No foul there. No foul under the hoop. There was what was the other ones?
There was one when they were trying to inbound it with under 20 seconds left.
Yeah, there was one where the inbound.
And Harden was pushing Markkanen off of him.
Yeah.
He literally grabbed his arm and pushed him, and there was nothing.
Yeah. And how about the inbound? I bet you that inbound was definitely over 5 seconds.
Wait, that might have been the one.
That might have been the one.
There could have been a foul and a
where they put Moses
seconds.
Brown, who's a beast. I like this Moses Brown on our team. They put him on
the inbound.
Who was inbound? Yeah, whoever was inbound. I think it wasn't Matisse Thybulle.
Maybe
somebody else. I forget who it was, but even now, I think there was 5 seconds and they didn't call it. There's a couple other ones. These referees have been really giving these higher teams, or not higher teams, but teams with more acknowledged, like the Sixers. The wins at the end. Oh, they're the better team, so let's just give it to them. I can't stand that. We put a heck of a game yesterday too. That's why I really don't have any fear. I think if we get into that plan, I think we can take the Nets, honestly. We're going to play them soon anyways. And we have Mobley and Allen. It doesn't matter who we're going to play.
Well, they're both supposed to come back this week.
So, all right, that's perfect. And then you have Moses Brown coming off the bench now. So you bring him in when they get, and they need a break or something. That's great too. I still think they should bring Taco Fall back, honestly.
He's just
I know he's not the fastest player, but if you put him down there, he's people are gonna foul him, or
he doesn't have any skill.
He can block it though.
But he can't shoot free throws, and he doesn't have a game down. He doesn't have a post move.
No, he doesn't. But still,
I'd rather have Moses Brown.
Moses Brown was pretty sick though. Undrafted out of UCLA. I like watching him. So,
and hopefully speaking of that, if he can. This offseason, he has skill. If he can develop more of it, he's going to be a good bench piece, or just a player in general, whatever he does in the future. But he's a good guy that they picked up, and they picked him up on a 10-day contract and got him for another 10-day contract. He was just sitting as a free agent. Why didn't anybody have him?
I don't know. Nobody had him for a while. I think he spent some time with.
He was with Dallas.
He was with Dallas for a little bit. That's right.
But right now they'd be playing the Hawks in the play-in. Which I'm not afraid of the Hawks.
No, me either. Even though they just beat the heck out of us. But
we're hurt though.
We're hurt.
We're about to get healthy. Then we'll be okay. Not that we can't lose, but I'll feel more confident.
Yeah, I feel more confident too if we have them. If we have Mobley and Allen, even if you throw Dean Wade in there, we need Dean Wade back. Honestly, I didn't like him at first, but he has made some clutch plays since then. So we just need everybody back.
Well,
that's the bottom line.
If we get Mobley and Allen back this week, then we'll just have Dean Wade and Sexton out, which Sexton's been out the whole year. But
yeah. So we'll see.
But no, that game last night, it was. I'm glad we don't have to play the Sixers anymore the rest of the regular season. I don't know if we'll play them at all in the playoffs, so I'm glad we don't have to play them.
They beat us every year. They beat us all 4 times.
And we've had a lead on them every time, and it gets down to the crunch time, and they always get foul calls against them. Actually, the whole game, but it's really annoying at the end of the game. 40 free throws last night between 2 guys, between Harden and Embiid. That's ridiculous. And that's more than the Cavs had as a team. Free throws.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the way. I mean, they know how to take advantage of the rules, but still, come on, just play your game. Don't worry about getting foul calls constantly. You're good enough where you can score without getting fouled.
It's just making me mad. That's all.
Yeah.
I get mad when I watch them. I still got to watch them. I get mad when I watch them. But because some of these calls are just the way they've been playing, I mean, some of it's mostly on us. We just were injured. But that game last night should have been ours. It would have put us in a lot comfortable position than we are right now. We're like 3 games. We have to win all of our games in a row and hope for Toronto or Chicago to lose 3 in a row.
Yeah, I'm not even focused on that anymore. We're going to be a playing team.
We're going to be a play-in team. That's the way it is. We got injured at the wrong time of the season.
Yeah, I mean, and
we've been injured all year, but these ones really hurt now.
Matt,
you're 2 big men.
At least we're the 7th seed. If we lose, we have another chance. But all we got to do is win 1 game. We're in.
We got to win 1 game.
We have it at home too. If it stays the way it is.
Yep. So, I think it is going to stay the way it is. Let's look here. But let's pick this game first and pick the next game. Then we'll talk more about it, and then we'll jump into hockey. All right. So obviously we're going Cavs. Yep. Let's talk a little bit about the Magic. I really like to see this Magic team do good. Honestly,
they're getting better.
They are getting better. So.
You know what? Their record doesn't show it, but when they
Jalen Suggs is going to be great. Wendell Carter Jr. I think he's going to be great, but they're all hurt. Both of those guys are hurt. Franz Wagner is supposed to be good.
Yeah, they got the brothers.
Yeah. They got like an all Michigan type team. They got Admiral Schofield too. He's hurt too, and Cole Anthony. Like these guys are good players, and they're all hurt.
I mean, last week when we played them, it didn't really. Actually, it was a close game, wasn't it?
I think so.
Because we
were injured. Mike, I'll be right back. I got to look at something real quick.
Okay.
So take over real quick. Keep talking about this.
Okay. Yeah, what I was going to say when Matt was on is, last week when they were playing the Cavs, their record doesn't show it. They were injured too in that game, and they've been one of the more injured teams throughout the year in the NBA. But they have, like Matt just ran through, all the young guys they have, and led by Jamal Mosley, their head coach. He used to be with the Cavs, so he's got these young guys playing well. He's got them, scrapping every game. They're not resulting in wins, and that's kind of where the Cavs were in position last year. And actually the last 2 years, that they were not winning games, but to close out the year, they had young guys that just came in and just wanted to improve and get better to close out the year and kind of damage the playoff team that they're playing down the stretch, in their seeding. So I'm worried that could be the match tomorrow night against the Cavs, but I think the Cavs got this one tomorrow. Going into it, Magic, they're a scrappy team. They're gonna fight with the Cavs, but I think the Cavs have more than they do at the end. And I'm gonna go. Obviously, we all know we're going with the Cavs, but I think Matt said we're going into hockey next, and I don't know which game he has picked out, but
I'm back. I was just checking.
I just finished up, and I was getting into hockey too. But do you have any games picked out?
We got one more game to pick for basketball. We're gonna go pick Hawks versus Raptors next. Hawks, they're a play-in team as well. Raptors are pretty much sealing up that last spot, or potentially the 5th spot. So that'll be something to see. So Raptors just got on a hot streak when we were on a losing streak.
They did.
Yeah, that's what happened. And they're about to catch Chicago too. So we'll just have to wait and see. Chicago was way up in the standings earlier. So was Cleveland. We were like 2 or 3 seed for a while. Yeah, a lot of teams did fall off. A lot of teams shot up too. I mean, Boston really shot up into it. So, but I'm gonna go Toronto here. They're a heck of a team. The Hawks are good too, but I don't know. Toronto's on a streak right now. They've won. I don't think they've lost in a while. They've won. Oh, they finally lost. They lost to Miami after pulling off 4 in a row.
You know what? So, since they've been on a hot streak, I'm gonna go with that trend to end. I'm gonna pick the Hawks because they just lost to Miami, which I think it was a close game. Yeah, it was a close game. They only lost by 5, but they're still a young team.
They've won 5 in a row.
They're a young team, and they're not going to win. Hot streaks come to an end, and normally when a young team loses after winning a lot, they're going to come in. And they're going to come in and maybe not respond well after a loss. And, in the Hawks, like you said, Matt, they're still a good team. We might have to – they're a team we might have to play. And they're a team that was in the conference finals last year, and they're still kind of figuring things out after rebounding from that. So, no, I'm gonna go with the Hawks. I'm gonna pick them as a road team here.
All right, that's fair. That is fair. But Hawks are pretty good. I like watching this Hawks team. I like I like Trae Young. I think he's gonna be one of these premier players coming up soon. I mean, he's already good. Like the top players are gonna be Garland. Yeah, Trae Young. I think. Obviously John Moran as well, but a couple of those hidden type of players that are still young. So we'll just have to see. It's gonna be a fun league here in a little bit. I mean, all the old dogs are retiring. LeBron's going to retire. Kevin Durant's not going to play forever. So Kyrie Irving is even getting there. So
he's been in the league, what?
Been over 10 years.
This is like his 11th year. That's insane. I remember when he was drafted when we drafted him.
2011, yeah.
I remember watching on TV when we drafted him.
I remember when he was with Duke.
Yeah.
So we'll see here, but let's go ahead. Let's talk a little, playoff scenario here with the NBA. I mean, let's see. Let's look. Okay.
So, right now, Matt,
if
we won the 7-8 game, we'd have to go play Boston.
Yeah. So we're currently, 2 games? We're 40. We're 43 and 36, and Atlanta's 41 and 37. So we're just a couple games. I think we'd pretty much seal that up if they happen to lose tonight. If they lose tonight and we win, or tomorrow, I'm saying, I think we got that sealed up. But what's the scenario here? So like the 7 plays a 10 seed. That would be Brooklyn. So I mean, Charlotte's the 9 seed. I mean, that could very well change. Shoot, I'd rather play Charlotte. I hope Brooklyn gets past Charlotte. I don't want to play Brooklyn.
Matt, 7 plays 8.
The 7 plays the 8?
And then 9 plays 10. No, here's how it is, because I finally figured it out because I didn't understand it.
You finally figured it out?
So 7 plays 8. So whoever wins that, say the Cavs beat the Hawks, they would go play this number 2 seed, which is the Celtics right now.
Yeah.
The loser of that game, which would be the Hawks, would go play the winner of the Hornets and Nets.
Uh-huh.
Like, whoever loses that Hornets-Nets game is done, and whoever wins it would play the loser of the 7-8 game.
Okay.
And then whoever wins that would go play the number 1 seed, which would be the Heat.
Okay.
You get it? Because it's kind of confusing. It took me a while to understand it.
Yeah, so we'd be playing a 2 seed. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you never know. We'll just have to see. We just got to win 1 game. So, full strength, I think we could beat Atlanta.
Like I said, we get 2 chances. Like, if we lose that game, we could still get in.
Yeah, we could.
We play the winner of that 9-10 game.
Yeah, I like this plan. I like that they have, because right now we'd be out. How many seeds did they have before the plan?
We'd still be in.
We'd still be in. Okay.
Yeah.
They had 8 seeds. That's right. I mean, that'd be sweet if it was still the old. We'd be in already. Why'd they have to change it up?
I know.
Darn it.
Screw us. I wanted a series. We still can get one, but we're going to get one.
We'll get one. I think we can get at least one. And honestly, if we're full strength, I think we could beat Boston, honestly. I mean, we just had a bad bump, then they hit a good bump. So,
yeah.
I mean, so we've been playing pretty good all year, where they've been playing pretty bad all year. So the switch turned on where we just had a bad streak. But hopefully we can turn that around. It's just been injuries. Injuries.
And a lot of these teams heated up too. Boston went on a huge run. Yeah, they were like 10th seed like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And look at the way Toronto went on a run.
Yeah.
Now Milwaukee's finally catching fire, looking like the defending champs. I kind of like how they're under the radar, because they're defending champs and they're a 3rd seed. Nobody's really talking about them.
Nobody's talking about them.
Yeah.
But, hopefully they can get a win tomorrow against the Magic. But we'll just have to see. But let's go ahead. Let's move out of this. Let's move into hockey. Let's do Flames versus Kings first. This should be a pretty good game. Flames are a heck of a team. Kings are a heck of a team. I think the Kings are a low key a dark horse to make the Stanley Cup. Honestly,
could be.
But Flames are, they're flaming hot. They're a heck of a team.
Nice.
Colorado is a tough team as well. They beat Pittsburgh. That game was so frustrating. Did you watch that?
Which one? The Colorado? No, I didn't, but I saw that loss.
Oh my goodness! So it was horrible. So the first goal, I think it was the cheapest goal ever. The puck got deflected up in the air, and the guy just basically tapped it in over the head of Jari. I'm like, are you serious? Then we tied it up. Sid tied it up. I think it was Sid scored. Crosby scored one of the goals at least. Yeah, Crosby scored the first goal to make it 1-1. Literally 27 seconds later, Colorado scored to take 2-1 lead. And I was like livid. I'm like, are you serious? 27 seconds later, Jari, you can't defend it that well. Darn it. I was, cussing and swearing.
Then we got to play them again tomorrow.
Then finally, we tied it up. Matheson had a beautiful corner shot. They distracted the goaltender to get out of the way, and he had a wide open shot, nailed it in. 2-2. I'm like, all right, 2-2 overtime. 3 minutes left in the game. And you know what happened? 27 seconds later, exactly, they scored on us again. I'm like, are you serious? I was throwing stuff. I'm like, what the heck? Literally, he let up. We didn't. The game wasn't tied for less than 30 seconds, both times.
That's exactly the same time too.
I was so pissed. Like, we should have beat them. They got so lucky. Like, we were beating them up and down the ice, and their goaltenders is tough, and we finally got goals off them. And Jari was solid the whole game. Let up those goals.
Let's beat them at home tomorrow night.
Oh, we got to beat them tomorrow night in Pittsburgh. We're in Pittsburgh tomorrow. Oh, yeah. I'll be going this Saturday. They play Washington. I'll be there. It's going to be a heck of a
that's right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be sick. But hopefully we can get a win. We just got to beat tough teams like this. I don't think Colorado is all that. I seriously don't. But I will talk more about them. But, the Flames, a heck of a team. They're 40-19. Kings are right there, 38-23. I really like Johnny Gaudreau is a heck of a player. I like Elias Lindholm for the Flames as well. And then for the Kings, Adrian Kemp is a heck of a player. Kopitar, I like him as well. They have some good players. I like watching these guys play. So we'll just have to see what happens. I'm gonna go Kings here. I think the Kings can do it. I think the Kings can pull this off. They're writing that down right now. But standings right now, Pens are just back and forth with the Rangers. We're currently third right now, 2 points below the Rangers. Hurricanes are at 98 points. I think unless they go on a bad streak and we go on a hot streak, there's not a lot. There's only about a month left, right?
Yeah.
So let's look. How many games we got left? Pens got... But we got to play the Rangers again soon, I believe.
Good. I want to beat them, too.
I want to beat them again.
I want to beat everybody.
I can't. The Rangers it's always those New York teams that are such a thorn in the rear.
That they have trouble with. Then they got to play
the Islanders, too, in Jersey. We always have problems with Jersey. The Devils,
yep.
Same thing.
Got to play them twice.
There. Yeah, I can't stand it.
Then you're Boston
here we go.
Back-to-back,
here we go. So we got one. We got to play Colorado, and then we got to play the Rangers again, and then Washington on Saturday. So this is going to be a tough week, man.
Then the Predators, too.
Then the Predators, and then New York, the Islanders back-to-back, and then Boston back-to-back. And then Detroit. I know we scored about 11 goals on Detroit, but still got to play them. And then we got Edmonton in there too, man. That Edmonton team, I was watching that game the other night where they beat what was the game? Let me look.
Here, I'm looking it up. I already have it pulled up.
It was an overtime.
They beat the Blues and then the Ducks on Sunday.
St. Louis. That St. Louis game was insane. Evander Kane was awesome. I believe our boy, what's his name? Oh man. What's his name?
McDavid.
I've been talking about. Yeah. Connor McDavid had 2 goals. Man, heck of a player. But that was a pretty good game. I watched a little bit of that game, and they beat Anaheim 6-1. Anaheim though did snap their their losing streak. I think they're that one goal. I don't know if you saw it, but the wraparound goal. I think that's got to be probably going to be Beast of the Week. The guy was literally standing right by the goal. I'm not going to give it away. That's definitely an honorable mention. I forget his name. I have to look. But
there might be other things that happen too. So
yeah. So we had other good things I could give out, but it's getting down to the end. I mean, we're in the final month. I mean, playoffs start in May.
Yeah, they're starting late because, like I said, the games that got postponed from a couple weeks in, they had the COVID thing. Because I was wondering, they usually start the playoffs before basketball, and they're starting after basketball this year.
Yeah, there's 12 games left. I mean, like I said, Pittsburgh's got some tough ones coming up. I mean, they got to play Philly. They finish out with Columbus on the April 29th. So then that's when the playoffs start. So
yep,
we'll have to see. I'll have to see something. It's gonna be sweet. This playoff is gonna be sweet.
It's a deep one. I keep telling. We both keep saying that, but it's gonna be deep.
It's a toss-up. You don't know who's gonna win it. You really don't. You really don't at all. But
I mean, we've been talking hockey standings for a couple weeks now, to a month. We've been paying attention to the standings because
we've been
getting
beating
close.
It like a dead horse.
Yeah, and
everybody
it's like
comes on here. If you want to listen to hockey on Mondays and Wednesdays when we're doing it, like you're going to get some hockey. We talk a lot of hockey.
Well, yeah, but it's like the teams that we've been talking about in the standings, none of them are really falling off. That's how fun this playoff's going to be, though. It's deep.
It is very deep. But who'd you pick in this game?
I'm going to go Kings with you.
You're going to go Kings as well. Let's go ahead and pick this next game. Final game we're picking. This is another game. Maple Leafs versus Lightning. I mean, divisional game. They're both out of that Atlantic division. They're both very tough teams. I'll go Lightning here.
You're going Lightning.
I mean, yeah, I'll go Lightning. I do like Austin Matthews, heck of a player for Toronto, but I mean, defending champs, man. Victor Hedman, Stamkos.
Who did you pick in that basketball game? Hawks and Raptors.
I picked the Raptors.
Okay.
You picked the Hawks.
Yeah. Okay.
But this one should be good. This one should be another good one. And there's a lot of good games on.
Well, yeah, tonight I'm looking. That St. Louis, Arizona one sucks, but all the other three are good.
Yeah. Yes. I like the Blues,
Arizona.
Arizona.
I feel bad for them.
But yeah, me too. But Bruins, even the Bruins versus Blue Jackets will be a competitive game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's coming down to the end. 12 games. Like I said, 12 games for the Pens. It can't be too much for the other teams as well. Florida's a heck of a team too. That's that same Atlantic division. Florida, Toronto, Tampa Bay, Boston's in there. That all those teams, I believe, are in the playoffs. And you even got Buffalo kind of going up a little bit, but not too much. They're tied with Detroit right now, but they're 30 points behind those top four teams. I mean, they have 60. Detroit and Buffalo are tied for 61, and Boston has 91. So, like, those teams in that division, I mean, the teams that are below those top four teams really have no chance. I mean, Florida, Toronto, Tampa Bay, and Boston are the other teams you got to look at. And then the Metropolitan, a lot of them are tied. I mean, Philly and New Jersey already got eliminated. Columbus is trying. I mean, they have 69 points. The Islanders have 73. Capitals right there at 84. What's that wild card this one?
What, the two teams in it right now? Or
I'm looking. Yeah. So you got Boston versus Washington. Columbus dropped a little bit. They were right there on the outside. They've lost. Columbus has lost 6 in a row. Where I believe that's them. Yeah, they've lost 6 in a row now. Where the Islanders have won 4 in a row. So there's another New York team that can sneak in there, watch the wild card team win, and have to play us, and then we'll lose.
But it's going to be hard for New York team. It's going to be hard for especially Columbus, but it's going to be hard for New York to catch them too because they're 11 points behind.
Yeah.
And
I'm talking about that is true.
Go ahead.
That is true. They're still 11 points behind. I'm pretty sure the teams you see right there, Carolina, New York, Pittsburgh, and I mean, obviously those 3 teams, they've been at the top the whole year with the Rangers and Pittsburgh jumping 2-3, 2-3. It's been that way this whole year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Boston and Washington have been there as well. That's going to be a heck of a wild card game. Those are 2 teams I hate. Those are the worst teams I hate. So at least one of them will get knocked out, right?
Well, but how does the hockey playoffs work again? You have the 3 division winners, 3 division winners, and then what? 2 wild card teams?
You have the 3 divisional winners and the wild card teams. So I believe.
So how many teams get in each conference? 8, right?
1, 2, 3. I think it's 5 teams.
Let me look it up.
I got it right here. Metro. Oh! From each. Oh, it's 6. It is 8. It's 8 teams. It's 8.
Okay.
But we gotta look at the scenarios, playoff scenarios. So I don't know the setup.
Yeah, I'm trying to look that up now.
But let's both look up here. Playoff picture. Oh, that's 2021.
Because I think I forget how it works. Because you get the top 3 teams in the 2 divisions.
Here we go. NHL current playoff matchups. It's loading. Here we go. So as of right now, the Panthers would be playing Washington. So the wild card, they don't play each other. They're just in the wild card.
There's 2 wild card teams.
Yeah, those are your wild card teams. So right now it would be they have 13. Florida has 13 games remaining. So does Washington. So it's around that 12-13 mark. Florida would be playing Washington. Okay. Toronto would be playing Tampa Bay. Carolina would be playing Boston, and we would be playing the Rangers.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
So on the western side, you'd have Calgary playing Nashville. The Kings would be playing Edmonton. Man, what a playoff series that would be.
That'd be fun.
Oh, man. Colorado would be playing Vegas.
I like this Minnesota-St. Louis one.
Minnesota versus St. Louis. Are you on the same page as I am?
Yeah.
It's on ESPN. Okay.
Yeah.
This would be sweet. This is a sweet playoff.
Those are some good matchups.
Man, that Pittsburgh Rangers, man. Oh, man. I don't want. That'd be horrible.
I want to play something different. We've been playing them a lot.
We've been playing the Rangers too many times. But I want that 2 seed because we'd have home ice. We'd be at home.
Yeah.
So I don't want.
Because right now they'd have home.
Yeah, right now they have home. So in that case, I want that 2 seed. They have 12 games
2
left.
points back.
So does the Rangers. We're only 2 points back. We're there. We got to beat them though this week.
Yeah, and we're only 6 out of first too.
Yeah, I know. We're there. And Carolina has went on some losing streaks. That one time they lost 4 in a row. They're up and down. They're up and down type of team. I still think they're good, but they hit a losing streak right at the wrong time. They honestly do. So, but we'll have to see.
Those are some good matchups.
Oh yeah, those are going to be some sick matchups. I mean, teams that are eliminated right now. So officially, the Canadiens, Devils, and the Flyers are all eliminated in the East. And in the West, you have right now Seattle and Arizona are eliminated. Chicago's going to be out soon too, probably. But Anaheim's still hanging. What's their wild card? Let's look. It's a shame. It's a shame what happened because I really wanted them to get in. They really did. I was upset. I've been watching them. I mean, Alec and I've been keeping up with them. You know, we liked the Mighty Ducks movie, and we liked that. You know, we were kind of jumping on that bandwagon a little bit, and now it's like, what the heck happened? They lost 11 in a row before they could win. And they did. That was just the other night when they won 6-5 against the Blues.
Yeah,
that's the game I watched. Like, oh my gosh, like
my Dallas Stars only point out out at the wild card.
Yeah, your Dallas team. I know, but gonna be something. It's gonna be a heck of a play. We got 10 minutes left.
Even if they, I'm not just saying this because you guys know I like the Dallas Stars, but even if they were to flip flop with Vegas and they got into that, they would play Colorado. I mean, the way Colorado was in the playoffs. That'd be a good series, I would think.
That'd be a pretty
given
good
how
series.
Colorado's in the playoffs and they sometimes, underachieve. I think that'd be a good series.
Yeah, I think so too, honestly. So
we'll have to
see here. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. We've talked a lot about hockey. Let's move on here. What's up?
I don't think I picked that game.
Days coming.
You picked Tampa, right?
Yeah, I picked Tampa.
Lightning. I'll pick the Lightning as well.
Okay.
All right.
Did you get those picks?
Yep. I got 3 picks.
Yeah.
There's not much action on tonight.
There's not much action
National
on.
Championship.
There's no NBA. Yeah, we have the National Championship. Yeah.
Forgot to write those
down.
But
there's no. I mean, there's no games. There's no NBA on. Probably because of that. Probably because of the NCAA championship.
Yeah, it's 9:30.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Oh well.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. But opening day is this Thursday. I'm sure we'll talk more about that.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
I love it.
Are you trying to get tickets?
Well, Pirates open up on the road.
Oh, that's right.
Their home opener's next week. I'm trying to go to it.
That's right. The Guardians open up. Tom Hanks. I like this. Tom Hanks is throwing out the first pitch for.
Is their first game at home or on the road?
First game. Their first game. They start out on the road. I think they got 4. I think they got played.
They're in
Kansas City and then Cincinnati. Then they come home. And they play the Giants. They have to play the Giants on their home opener.
Yeah.
And if you buy opening day tickets, you get free tickets to any other game, I think.
Oh wow.
They'll give you so try to look into that.
That's different.
Yeah, we'll have to try and there'll be upper level seats.
I don't care.
Who cares?
I just miss going because I've told you before,
I haven't been to an MLB game in a while.
I was at a couple last year.
Years. It's been a couple of years for me.
I was a couple Pittsburgh. I think I went to one Cleveland one last year.
The year we went to like 4 or 5 Cleveland games. So
I usually go to at least 4 or 5.
Been to we go to a lot. We used to go to a lot. So but that's when my uncle was paying.
Well, we
get first baseline seats too. It was sweet. Like they played Oakland one year. And you had like Chris Davis and Chapman warming up right in front of us. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. Now all those players are gone. They're all gone.
They made another trade too. Now Sean Manaea's gone.
Sean Manaea's gone. I'm like, what are they doing? It's just like the movie. It's just like the movie. That makes me like them even more now.
I hate that it's happened to them because I like the A's, but
me too. People want a hat. I want an A's hat. Like,
people want to sit here and act like it's just Pittsburgh and Cleveland that can't afford people. The A's do it all the time. Look at Tampa Bay. They don't spend any money, but they somehow win. It's not just these two teams.
Farm players.
Yeah.
They keep bringing people up. And they sign – everybody wants to stay. And they have owners that don't get rid of people. They have players that are willing to stay 1 year at a time at the minimum. They don't care. They just want to play baseball. They're not greedy.
And if they lose a guy – if they lose a guy, they got somebody else in the minors to bring it up and replace him.
Yeah. That's how it works.
But, no, I'm hoping to go to the home opener because before COVID hit, my dad and I went like 3 or 4 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
Then we didn't go because COVID hit.
I haven't been to any home opener of any game.
It's awesome. Even when Pittsburgh sucks, like 3 of the times we went, they sucked. And, well, actually, no. The first year they traded McCutcheon away, we went that first year he was gone.
Oh, wow.
And they started out 3-0 that year, and it was actually pretty sweet. Like, people were actually into it.
Yeah.
But even when they suck, like, it's still
that
fun.
One year that 1 year they were really good going into the All-Star break, and then they just kind of took
it was that first year without them.
Yeah, I think so. A couple of years ago.
Opening days are fun all the time.
Yeah, I have to go. We'll have to go. We'll have to talk about this later. But let's go ahead and wrap this show up. I got nothing else to talk about. Beast of the Week. We'll give it to that guy. Who was that guy that scored that goal? I think it was Troy Terry. I don't know.
Or you can give it to Love for hitting that shot against Duke.
Yeah, I could give it to that. I could give it to him. There's a couple. Anaheim Ducks goal.
I'm glad I didn't watch that game.
What?
I'm glad I didn't watch that Pittsburgh.
It was Trevor Zegras. If you watch this, it was unbelievable.
I didn't see
it. He had the puck sitting on his stick. Like, he didn't shoot it. He had it steadying on. Like, it was something you would see in a skills competition. Swear to God. He just was carrying it on his stick and just literally went around his player, one of his teammates who's standing right by the goal. He went around him and just whipped that in. The goaltender didn't even see it. It was unbelievable. So Trevor Zegras, your beast of the week. It was like a lacrosse-like move. Like, it was something you would see in lacrosse or a skills competition. It was sweet. So that's beast of the week, definitely. That was 2 days ago. So, but that's gonna be it for the Casual Sports Podcast. I'm Matt Morrison, and that's Mike Wolfgang. We'll see you all later. Hey, be sure to tune in to Power Hour coming up next on YSN Live.